Do you ever scroll through Pinterest and wonder how some women just look so expensive, even in basics? Today, I'm breaking down exactly how to recreate that quiet luxury look on a high street budget. I'm sharing with you the 7 simple styling rules that make any outfit look polished and elevated without spending designer money. Whether your pieces are from Zara, Mango, or H&M, these tips are going to change how you dress. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to say a quick hello and welcome to anyone new watching. My name is Kelly and I just want to dive straight into this video. So let's go. So let's talk about tip number 1, focusing on a good fit in your clothing and also how to style your clothing. These 2 tips are absolutely crucial to looking expensive. I would actually say that good fitting clothing is my number 1 top styling tip. If your clothes don't fit well, you're never going to look good. And honestly, it doesn't matter how much you paid for an item. If it fits your body and flatters your figure, you are instantly going to look expensive. For example, the outfit that I have on here, just a very simple outfit, again, focusing on basics, basic, slightly oversized tee, a good pair of jeans, and some sandals. Firstly, the fit of the jeans. I'm just going to lift my top so that you can properly see. Good fitting clothing doesn't necessarily mean that everything must be skin tight and fitting you in that way. I just mean it must flatter your body. So these jeans, for example, they're one of my favorite pairs. I feel like they do really fit me nicely. They fit me into the waist really well. There's obviously room. I want to be able to sit comfortably, be able to breathe, be able to eat a good meal and not be uncomfortable. So when I say fit, I just mean how they fit you, if they flatter you. I also love oversized items. In some instances, they can look really lovely. But again, it's all about the fit. It's not about drowning in your clothes. It's not about wearing things that are, as I said, skin tight. These jeans, I've got almost like a sort of straight fit to them. And I just think they're not too tight around the legs. They just fit me really well. You'll see at the back as well. They just are a really, really nice fit. So now that we've got the fit down, I wanted to show you also how to focus on styling your clothing. So if I was to just wear this outfit like this, as you can see, it does absolutely nothing for me. The t-shirt, because it is slightly oversized, is making me look really straight and boxy. It's giving me no shape and it just doesn't look put together. It doesn't look styled. So the first thing I would do is tuck in the shirt. Now that the shirt is tucked in, you can see that I actually have a waistline. And I think immediately, because I now have clothing that fits, it's styled just by tucking in the shirt. It now looks styled, it looks put together. Then you throw a handbag into the mix and very easily you have a great outfit. I also just want to tell you that everything I am wearing is from the high street. The handbag is a slightly more luxury buy, but I'm just using it because I love the colors. I've got many, many high street handbags to show you in this video. But my point here is that cost or expense doesn't even come into the equation when clothing fits you well. You can be wearing something that didn't cost much at all, but if it fits you well and if you've just made a few little tweaks in styling your outfit, you will look instantly expensive. Our second tip is tailoring and not being afraid to tailor clothing. It is the absolute worst thing when you are shopping for yourself, you find an amazing garment in the high street. It's a bargain, it's a good price, it's not a designer price, but maybe the fit is just a little bit off. Maybe it's gaping at the waist, or maybe if you're petite, the length is too long for you. Don't be scared to find a good tailor and go and take this item and get it tailored to fit you. Once it fits you perfectly, we're back to point 1. When the fit is on point, you are going to look expensive without trying. And on this point, I wanted to specifically wear a pair of light colored trousers because I actually had these tailored. And a tip I always love to give to my styling clients, and one that I use for myself as well, is whenever you are buying lighter colored garments for the bottom, especially if you are a similar shape to me where you are heavier on the bottom, smaller on the top, I always advise my clients to, more often than not, size up. Size up even to one size bigger than your normal size and get the garment tailored, especially if the material is thin and it's going to be showing lumps and bumps and not be forgiving at all. We don't want that. Denim is a little bit different. Often you can get away with wearing your size. The material's thicker, it doesn't show as many things. But even in this case, I bought these trousers on a Zara online sale. So I got them for absolutely next to nothing. How beautiful is the shape? They are sort of a barrel style, which if you do watch me regularly, you will know is my absolute favorite style of jeans. So when I saw these, I had to have them. But I take a size 8 usually, and these were a size 12. That was the only size they had available online, and I just had to have them. I bought them, and I thought, you know what? I'm buying them on discount, next to nothing, and I'm going to take a chance and tailor them. Usually I would only buy one size up, but this was 2 sizes up. And I took a chance. I took it to my tailor. My tailor is amazing. And I mean, you would never know, right? I'm going to come up a little bit closer so that you can actually see the fit. They fit me beautifully in the waist, which is often a problem I have. I have a smaller waist, so I often get trousers tailored at the waist, but they fit beautifully at the back. And you actually can't see any darting. This is because these jeans were obviously so much bigger that they actually took them in along the sides, which they don't usually do. They usually put in some darts at the back. But I mean, you would never know. You would think that I had bought these trousers, these jeans, in my actual size. I feel like they fit me perfectly. I was so happy once taking them to the tailor. So here is a story to hopefully inspire you. If you've never used a tailor before, let this styling tip inspire you to go and find a good tailor. Ask around, obviously go to someone who is recommended, but honestly, tailoring your clothes is just life-changing. You can buy things that maybe you wouldn't usually buy, tailor them to fit you, and they will look beautiful. I do have a pair of barrel jeans that I got tailored at the waist, and there are darts there, so I'm going to just quickly pop those on and show you. I also had this pair of jeans altered by the tailor, but what I wanted to show you was these jeans fitted me beautifully. The only problem was the waist, and they were gaping a lot. There was a lot of material here at the back. So I'm going to turn around and hopefully you can see the darts on either side of the jeans. Hopefully you can see that on the camera, and just by doing that, you can see how beautifully they fit into the waist, and they just now really flatter my figure, in my opinion. I just think that taking these jeans to the tailor has made all the difference, and obviously I'm really going to get so much use out of them now. This next tip might seem like something that is really straightforward, but honestly, it makes the biggest difference. If we are wearing something with scuffed shoes, or maybe we're wearing white sneakers that aren't clean, it immediately takes away from what could look expensive, simple, and chic to scruffy. When we wear things that are creased or wrinkled, they can also really make our outfit look a lot cheaper than it actually is. So even if we are wearing something that maybe isn't that expensive, if you've steamed it, ironed it, it can make such an impact to your outfit. It can make you look expensive. I feel like with denim, you can get away with not ironing or steaming to the extent that you have to with these thinner materials that are, flowing and need to fall perfectly to look really good and look really expensive. I'm not going to harp on this point for too much longer. I think just make sure that your clothes are clean and that they are wrinkle free, that you've steamed them or ironed them, especially in these lighter colors. these are going to show wrinkles and creases a lot more than a darker color or a thicker material. The thinner, lighter materials really need, you know, attention to detail when it comes to steaming and ironing. Even if you've got a stray thread or something like that, make sure that before you get dressed each day, that you see your outfit, it's steamed, it's clean, shoes are clean, free of scuffs, there's no loose threads. Immediately, even if you are just wearing something super basic, you will look so much more put together, styled, and expensive. This next point is a really big one in my opinion. I think it is so much classier and you will look so much more expensive and put together if you opt for minimalist styles and just chic, classy, simple looks. I feel that clothing that is overly branded, it just looks loud. It looks try hard. It doesn't look expensive. And you know that saying, money can't buy class? In my opinion, money can't buy style either. I just think if you've followed all the points that we've done up until this point, your clothing fits you well. Maybe you've had it tailored to fit you well. Everything's clean, tidy, there's no loose threads, there's no scuffed shoes, everything's steamed. You can very easily look great without plastering logos or branding all over your clothing or buying items that have logos plastered all over them. You almost want to be wearing things so that people actually wonder, wow, she looks amazing. Where are these items from? Even if they are from the high street. Everything I'm wearing here is high street. I also wanted to point out that I have actually styled this top I've got the see-through hair ponies here, and I've rouged up the sleeves, and it looks so much better than if you have the sleeves too long. Because it is quite a boxy style top, it almost, when the sleeves are down, looks like the top is wearing me instead of the other way around. So by styling it, showing a little bit of skin, it just makes me look like I'm wearing the top, and it looks styled and put together. The styling aspect of styling can be as simple as tucking in your top to give yourself a waist, pulling up your sleeves to show a little bit more skin. This is a very, very important point for all my petite ladies as well. This tip, showing a little bit of extra skin, will really make your clothing look and fit you much better. It's so easy to look put together and styled and expensive without wearing too many brands, too many logos. Just wear something simple and you will look effortlessly expensive. I always like to say less is more, and truly, in my opinion, it always wins. Guys, sorry, before I move on to my next point, I am already in my next outfit, but I just wanted to make a point about this bag. If you didn't watch last week's vlog, I unboxed this beauty. Go and find out more about her. But just on the point of avoiding brands and logos, I absolutely love this bag because it is unbranded. So this is a Longchamp Paris bag, and this admittedly is a slightly more affordable luxury type bag. It's not from the high street. I know I am going to get so many people coming up to me asking me, where is this bag from? Because there is no branding. There's nothing to make it loud, obnoxious, look at me, any of those things. It's still very subtle. And I still feel it ticks the box of quiet luxury. It's not an in-your-face kind of handbag. So I just wanted to share that, because even if you are going to spend a little bit more than something that is on the high street, I always think it's worth getting something that is a little bit more understated when it comes to branding and logos. Even if the logo is really little and you'd have to like come up really close to see it, I just think it makes it look more expensive, more modest, more understated, and it still gives the statement that you want it to, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, properly onto our next point. It's a tip that really leans into quiet luxury, which I love. Opting for minimalist, timeless pieces is just going to be so worth it. I feel like the outfit I'm wearing is iconically quiet luxury. There is nothing more classic than a white shirt with a good pair of blue denim jeans and either tan or black accessories. It is so simple. It is the epitome of simplicity when it comes to styling. You could even swap out this white shirt for a nice white t-shirt, something crisp and fresh. I'm going to do a little styling trick that I've just shown you by pulling up the sleeves just to give it a little bit more of a styled look. But you cannot go wrong with these classic pieces. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with leaning into a trend a little bit or leaning into a trend in color. I do that too. There's nothing wrong with embracing a trend here and there, but make sure that that makes up a much smaller part of your wardrobe and that the base of your wardrobe is these classic pieces, because these are the pieces that are timeless, that you can wear for many, many years to come. And again, these are all high street pieces, so it's not like I'm breaking the bank, but in my opinion, this just looks so effortless. It looks expensive, and I haven't even tried that hard. I'm just wearing a simple shirt and jeans. So leaning into quiet luxury, opting for those minimal, timeless pieces really pays off and really helps you and your outfits look expensive without putting in much effort. Now, I really feel that every point, every tip that I have shared with you today has really followed on from the previous one. And the previous one being, opting for minimalist, timeless pieces and really leaning into that quiet luxury styling element is definitely appropriate here with this tip of, opting for these structured bags. If you can see my arm being weighed down by all of these bags, I just wanted to show you that all 4 of these bags are from Zara. I wear them daily, and I've got a chocolate brown, this beautiful one with a little bit of suede in it. I've got this black one, which is identical to the tan one that I was wearing with this outfit. This is the tan one. Very simple, and this is a sort of burgundy, almost like saddlebag, but also super simple. And I just think that any one of these bags would go seamlessly with this outfit. I would just change my shoes to match whichever one I picked a little bit better. So if I went for burgundy, I could do brown shoes. If I went for brown shoes, I could do the brown bag as well. Vice versa, with the black handbag. And honestly, I love all of these bags. I get so much use out of them because they are simple. They are structured. They have clean lines, they're minimal, they don't have lots of embellishments or branding or studs or anything like that. They are literally your bread and butter when it comes to quiet luxury accessories, and I promise you will get so much use out of them. As I said, these 4 handbags are my go-to everyday handbags. They just mix and match so beautifully with all my clothing. Even if I was to wear neutrals, it's always lovely to add a bit of definition to an outfit with a darker bag, darker shoes, or a darker belt, something like that. But these bags are so great. And we are on our last tip, which is to coordinate your accessories. And I also want to bring jewelry into this tip. So firstly, to do with the accessories, I just want you to see how important it is to coordinate your accessories. I definitely think by consciously doing that, your outfit will look more put together, more styled, and more expensive. And when it comes to jewelry, slightly more minimal jewelry definitely always looks a little bit more expensive, a little bit more quiet luxury. So I wanted to start off with the wrong thing. So as you can see, my shoes are black, my belt is black, and my handbag is black. And those are all 3 of my accessories, and I've got some really chunky jewelry on at the moment. So this to me is not quite working, and I think firstly the jewelry is too much, so I'm going to take that off. Immediately there is a lot less fuss, and I think just having my watch, some simple gold earrings and my usual rings on, it just makes it look a lot more effortless. And I'm not saying that chunky jewelry or statement jewelry doesn't have its place. Those bangles are mine, I own them, and I love them. I think they just are so much better paired with a much simpler, understated outfit. This double denim look, there's buttons, there's quite a bit going on, so the chunky jewelry just makes it look too busy, too fussy. So without the bangles, I think already the outfit has improved. Going back to the accessories now, I think that sometimes, not always, but sometimes when you match your shoes, your belt, and your handbag, can look a little bit too matchy-matchy, as I think this does. Let me show you what happens when I change the shoes. So shoes are changed, and I think immediately the outfit looks so much better, and it's still ticking all the boxes of no branding, keeping things simple, minimal, and we still have added a pop of color. But do you see how much better the outfit looks with something a little bit different on the third accessory? So belt and bag are still black, still matching, and still coordinating within the outfit. But the shoes, having changed color, have just lifted the whole look a little bit. So I think the point I'm trying to make here is when you are coordinating your accessories, make sure at least 2 accessories are the same color or match or are pretty much the same color. Your outfit will always instantly look more put together. But in my opinion, as I said, sometimes 3 accessories matching just looks a little bit too matchy-matchy, a little bit too try-hard. And by popping a pop of color or a slightly different tone into one of your accessories just makes your outfit look a little bit less try-hard, a little bit more effortless, and a little bit more expensive. And just like that, we've come to the end of the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my 7 simple styling tips. Trust me, they work a charm and they will always help you and your outfits look more expensive. I would love to hear what you think in the comments. So do pop a comment down below. Let me know if any of these tips have helped you, which was your favorite. And if you like this video, please can I ask you to give it a thumbs up, as that really helps me know if you guys like these style of videos. And if you love affordable luxury style, please go and hit that subscribe button, because I share timeless outfit ideas and styling tips every single week. And I know they can all help you build the wardrobe that you love to wear. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And I so look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye, guys.